So now the reason you would want to do this is at a certain point in time, eventually the battery life just doesn't last as long as it used to, or straight up just conks out. Now, even though Apple says that their iPhone has a non-removable battery, that's not technically true. It is removable, it's just a pain in the ass. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can remove the battery and then also replace it with a brand new one. Okay, so first up, you need to get a new replacement battery. I was sick of crappy batteries that I kept finding on Amazon that would only last for a little bit and didn't have all the tools that I needed and all this other crap, so I actually decided to make my own. I had it manufactured to the top spec that you can and made sure that it passed all the battery regulations with flying colors, which is something that a majority of the Amazon ones can't really say. I also made sure to include every single thing I thought you would need to install the battery from start to finish. With that said, you can buy it directly from me here in my shop, or you can, of course, head to Amazon and find one of your own. Either way, the tutorial is going to be the same. Just make sure that if you don't buy the battery that I have, that you make sure the one that you do buy has all the tools that you need and has some type of guarantee that it's going to last longer than, I don't know, a week. Okay, now first, make sure that you turn off your iPhone. Then, using the provided pentalobe screwdrivers, if you bought the battery from me, remove the two screws at the bottom of the phone and set them aside. I usually take a white piece of paper and set everything down on it in different sections so that I know exactly where everything goes back. And it's good to do this also because some of the screws are not actually the same sizes, even if they both come from the same place. So, just a tip. After that, using the provided suction cup, suction the bottommost part of the iPhone screen without overlapping the home button. If you do overlap the home button, it creates a little pocket of air and then it loses suction every time you try to pull up. So that's why you want to kind of get it as close to the bottom of the phone without actually covering that home button. Using the plastic pry tool also from the kit, pry under the end of the screen while pulling up on the suction cup until you get a gap and can wedge the screen off. Work your way around the screen until it is completely up, but make sure not to bend it back too far or you would damage the cables that connect the screen to the motherboard. Next, we need to remove the original battery. So, with holding the screen up, if you left it on, unscrew the two screws holding down the metal plate over where the battery connects to the motherboard and set them aside along with the metal plate. Again, keep track of every screw. Those two are actually different sizes, so make sure you know which one goes into which hole when you set them down. Next, we can pop off the Lego-like connector of the battery, and here comes the hard part. So you need to pry the battery up very carefully so as not to bend it or rip it. If you do, it'll short possibly, it'll just break, it won't work. It's just, don't do it. It's not a good idea. There is some glue under it, and you need to separate that from the battery. You can either heat the back of the device with a blow dryer to kind of warm up the glue and make it a little more pliable, or you can just kind of go at it and just very carefully and slowly work your way around until you remove it. Once it's out, we can now take the new battery and place it where the old battery was, and then connect it to the motherboard like the original one. Next, put back the metal plate and screw that back down, and we can replace the screen. So either reattach it to the motherboard and screw the metal plate back down over it if you did remove it. Otherwise, you can just fold the screen back down and push it down until it snaps into place. I start at the top of the device and kind of just work my fingers down the edges to the bottom of the device until everything is nice and snug. Just be careful if it feels like it's too hard to push down. Don't. There might be something in the way. Check before you push down again, because otherwise you can literally push down hard enough and just crack the screen, and that's a whole nother video that you have to watch. Once it is in place, though, you can replace the screws at the bottom of the iPhone and turn the phone back on. And there you go. I hope that helped some of you out who needed to replace their battery. If you like this video, please thumbs up it or share it. It is greatly appreciated. If you want more videos like this or other videos that I do, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, if you didn't need to replace your battery, but you watched this anyway, thank you. But also share it with someone who might need to do it, or keep it in your back pocket for when you might need to replace yours. As always, thanks for watching.